Hello, welcome back to the Oracle Light Tarot. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I appreciate your guys's energy so much. There has been a lot of good energy that I've been picking up on, so I don't know why this says bad guys, giving Billie Eilish. Okay, I said it was good energy, but I don't know what's happening. Soup for your soul, it's a puzzle. Love. Is this a love reading? And then I saw February. Somebody's thinking about you, your Valentine's Day already? What's going on? Yeah, February popped out again. Action, thinking of you, taking action, thinking of someone and taking action. Okay, and then we have family. I feel like we're keeping family and that separate. I don't know what's happening. June. Something happening in February and June. Stop. I get it now. I don't know if that was a personal message, but it said no, stop. I get it now. Okay. I just listen, guys. I just listen to the intuition. This may or may not get cut out. So if it didn't, then, you know. So we have lost experience. We lost that energy. Okay. Stop again? No. Look, guys, you can't make this up. Family. Peace. No family. Peace. Stop. No. No peace. Lost. Okay. Could be a bigger message here. We'll keep what we have. Yes, it is a bigger message, Spirit. So there's a bigger message here for somebody. And I'm feeling like guided to pull. I think it's to pull some runes here. So we're going to pull some runes here. What was I thinking about? There was something I had on my mind. We have love. Must be love on the brain. That's got me feeling this way. We have puzzle again. Let it be. Let it be. Reader. Yeah, what was I feeling? See, I feel like I'm forgetting and remembering, but I was forgetting something. There was something important. I'm sure it'll come back, but before I got on to this, reading. Okay. No, I feel like there's this energy just trying to come through here. Like a lot of confusion. Okay, yeah, with this lost. It's a puzzle. Okay. I have the dove here. I don't know if you guys can see that far close. Is it spirit or is it peace? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, we opened right up to it. It was. So strength, reliability, dependability, trustworthiness, enlightenment, endurance, defense, protection, the driving force to acquire, providing motivation, and a sense of purpose indicates that you have set your sights on a reasonable target and can achieve your goals. An honest man who can be relied upon. Reverse, it could be confusion. It could be destruction, dissatisfaction, or weakness. Okay, so this like lost feeling. And I don't think it was reversed. But it can feel, maybe you're just feeling, yeah, like confusion here. Okay. Let's see. Oh. This is Wunjo. Wunjo. Okay, it says joy, comfort, pleasure, fellowship, harmony, prosperity, ecstasy, glory, spiritual reward, but also the possibility of going over the top. If restrained, the meaning is general success and recognition of worth. I don't feel like it's reversed, so I didn't even want to like go there. Okay. Very interesting. Let's pull some more terms here before we pull some more cards. What is the message for anyone who's listening? There's something about socks lying around. Someone's socks lying around. Maybe that's about, I don't know. We have another, looks like an anchor. Does not look like an anchor or an oar, so it could have something to do with like water energy or anchoring yourself, grounding yourself. We also have a key. Looks like the flower of life, like with the seed in the center, like the key. Okay, looks like we have, what is this, like money, I think, like in a coin of some sort from another country. Not exactly sure. And then we have a cross. Okay. Like it's, and then we have a rabbit. And we got the rabbit in the reading previous to this, actually. That's the, oh, down the rabbit hole on the Lost. Well, we did get the rabbit on the reading that previous to this is actually loading right now as we speak. Family, stop, no. Something could have something to do with about starting a family or just family in general. I know that wouldn't be for everybody. This one just like flipped the T. It's a T flip. Maybe you heard something and it just caused you to like flip out, or some kind of gossip or something caused somebody to just kind of flip out, maybe, which causes like lost energy. And I feel like I need to separate this energy, honestly, because I feel like it's going to help me. Can we still see it still? Yeah, I feel like it's going to help me separate this energy here. I'm seeing the love charm here again. And then I see the dragonfly. I don't know if you can see. I'm grabbing right here, but it's like the dragonfly. You can see it sitting right here. But the dragonfly is representing to me adaptability. And we did get the dragonfly in the previous readings. And there is also, I'm also seeing a snowflake too. Two snowflakes. Snowflakes are very big. Indicators to me right now that the previous reading could have something to do with you. So you might want to see that. Yeah, and I just saw the card that said positive, so it's like confirmation. Okay. Something about a soulmate here. And then kind. Staying kind. Okay, let's pull a different deck. Something next week. July. Didn't we see something about June? Them next week. So like there's something about like dates or later dates or something like happening later. It might not even be like next week or July, but it just could be something like something about later. May. Yeah, and we have May also in the previous reading. Could be like something about summer months, May, June, July. What is May, June, and July? Are they all in the same? April, May. Hold on a second. Okay, so May is still considered spring. I just wanted to double check. Could be something about the summer solstice, curse breaker, date, and us. Curse breaker, breaking some kind of curse, and some dates, and us. This is feeling like making peace with something. Or there's like a suspicion. We have a move. Play nice is coming through on the bottom. I'm not really exactly sure what we're picking up on. Some kind of rabbit hole. Like, I don't know if this is like like someone's insinuating something or thinking something or just feeling kind of lost on something. They're not quite exactly firm on some kind of date. Spring or summer. Breaking some kind of curse. Why? I will think about it. Thinking about, yeah. This almost feels like, you know what this kind of feels like? When somebody's like making a date, or it almost, okay, it almost feels like, oh, love and money again. We had love and money in the previous reading. It was like, I got the dollar sign. And then a heart. It said love. The key. And I was getting love and marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage. Is that Married with Children song? Married with Children. So I was picking up on that in the previous reading. I think it's maybe because we didn't really dive into that. This is what I'm picking up on. So there's something about love, marriage, and children. And some breaking some kind of curse. Okay. Maybe there's some kind of like needing to anchor or ground some kind of like energy before you speak on something here, because we have the throat chakra and the anchor, because something about flipping out. There's some kind of like, maybe there's some kind of like tea or gossip. I will think about it. Youth today. So like something about the dates. There's definitely something about dates. Like it might not even be like a date, like as in like dating. Or maybe it could, like somebody's dating somebody, but like us, them. So something to do with family, creating a family, or your family somehow being involved. Light a candle. You know, like, are we gonna get all these? Oh, wow. I wonder if I can fit all these. Light a candle. I will think about it. Like, light a candle. Like, I'll pray about it. Think about it. No, stop. Right? We got that in the beginning. It was like, no, stop. Precious. Protect. Us. You're precious to me. Maybe you could have just bought a new home. Something new. New look. New home. New look. New life. Family. So this could be marriage. There's like a nostalgic feeling here. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Earthworm. Like not being able to see, being like when it rains and having to, like the worms, they come out of the ground. Like being uprooted. And blind. So like something beneath the surface, you know, could be taking place here. But it feels like, I'm just being reminded of like when it rains and they come up from the ground. Like maybe something very emotional causing you to come out from some place, like a place of comfort. We have fish and elk. And the fish is like giving, like needing to like adapt, you know, like once you've come out from yeah, it almost feels like hesitancy, like someone being hesitant, you know, for some kind of new beginning or new start to something. And the elk is like giving, like not rushing into something without being thoughtful. Okay, this could be like that T, like stop. Maybe stop and think about something. Okay. Before flipping out or maybe making some kind of move, or maybe not knowing the date with something. You could fall down some kind of rabbit hole here. And the experience is going to be either like a good experience, or you're going to be kind of like lost. And so it's like needing to think about something before you flip out, and being very adaptable, okay? Because I feel like you're being brought out from like some kind of comfort zone, like almost forcefully. It has something to do with like your feelings on a subject, or maybe something that was said here with the throat chakra, or like being very careful before saying something. You know, stop and think before you flip out. Yeah, like the nightingale in reverse. You see how his mouth is open? Like, be careful before you say something. Like, really think about it. Like breaking some kind of curse. So maybe you're used to, you know, maybe that's been some kind of curse for somebody. Like maybe this could even be like cursing somebody out. Okay, maybe it has something to do about love, marriage, money, your peace. You know, having to stay kind. There's something very precious. Like it could be like family. It could be a relationship. You know. Yeah, we have the bear. It's like it could even have to do with like mama bear, like protection. Yeah, before you say something, maybe it could be like a mother-in-law or your own mother. Maybe you're a mother for some, but like maybe this protective, you know, like energy. And we have the turtle and the bee, like yeah. With the shark. tarantula. Are these all? I'm holding my deck upside down. Okay, so yeah, it's like, see, even that, like, I'm not gonna worry about that these came in reverse, but it's like that. It's just showing me like, oh, okay, like, stop, gather your thoughts, take a look, take a closer look at something, you know, like I was holding the deck in reverse. Take a closer look. That could have something to do with community, the way you see something. Okay, it's giving me like the tarantula, like, you know, somebody holding the tarantula, and I heard, okay, it's like hearing something like, I heard this terrible thing about tarantulas, how if they shake those little hairs, if you have them anywhere near your eyes, the hairs could shake off and get stuck in your eye, something like that. Like, maybe it's some kind of like terrible thought or needing to protect yourself. Oh gosh, the HVAC is going off. Hold on, I'm gonna have to come back. Okay, so it's giving like protection, like having to protect yourself, like in some kind of community. It could be like a family, or maybe it's protecting someone that you love. Okay, it's moving forward, but being careful, like keeping an eye out, being protective, trusting your instincts, but not like flipping out or allowing it. Yeah, like staying kind. Okay, staying kind. What does this have to do with this new look and new home? Lion, like the king of the home. It's having pride. Oop. You're drawing like a lot of attention. You're kind of a big deal. Maybe it has something to do with this new home or new look. I'll think about it. Okay, let's pull, because I feel like we can get a little more, like Spirit can be a little more precise here with my word box. There's a lot of words, and know that this is not a coincidence. So whatever comes through for you. So let's see if Spirit can get a little more precise for you, for the audience. Spirit, what do they need to hear right now? Something about Costco or receipts, something like that. Doing things differently, okay? Taking receipts, write it down. Yeah, like a receipt. But yeah, something about receipts. Keeping receipts, writing it down. What is this? Number 1. Or I, or 1. Is it a number? I don't know. Number 1s. You're number 1, right? Writing it down, taking receipts, or keeping receipts, doing things differently, taking note. Okay. In bold. Authenticity. You are shifting. Feels like somebody wanting to do things differently, like doing things differently for themselves, for their family. There's abundance. Keep it simple. Something's very precious, something's very important. Could be like breaking some kind of ancestral like curse here. My family comes first. I think that's what this number 1, like my family, like maybe your specific family, you know. There's the word Robert. Sorry about that noise. Down. Robert. It's giving that guy from, like, it looks like a stick bug or some kind of like stick thing, and he's always saying like Robert. Robert. He's like on a video game. There's all these like memes and funny little skits that I see on Instagram. He'll say something like, it's pissing me off, or Robert, it's pissing me off. What is that name? Down. Down. I think what it's giving about that, okay. I mean, someone's name could be Robert, but it's like calming somebody down. Like maybe some kind of like, there's some kind of irrational, maybe like annoyance. Okay, like always having to be like the level-headed one, kind of watching over somebody. It's giving that like, he's like, what is that guy's name? I can't think of it. If you can think of it, put it in the description box. Like, why? Healed. Healing. Healed. You healed and found peace. You know, but maybe oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. My dog is up there messing around. Hold on. Okay, so sorry about that. We had somebody come home and my dog was prancing around upstairs. Super. So it's like something about like that kind of energy, like having to round in some kind of energy or keep. It's like that guy, Robert. It's pissing me off. Is it Robert who's the one having to kind of like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Hold on. I had to look because I'm not too familiar, but that's so freaking hilarious. I think it's Marcus and Robert. Some kind of like video VR, I don't know. But I think it's like a Twitch or some kind of like streaming role play thing. I don't know that goes on. And this guy is super duper goofy. But I think it's Marcus and Robert. I'm not sure if the names are correct, but it's like someone always having to, it's like Robert always having to be like, Marcus, what are you doing? You know, like, I don't know if you've ever, just look up Marcus and Robert and then watch a few of their little skits. They're like really silly and funny, and Marcus is always like getting into trouble and doing these kind of things, and it just seems like what I'm picking up is like Robert is the one who's like calm, even though Marcus keeps doing all these crazy weird things. It's like, stop breaking some kind of curse of not flipping out. Okay, which is helpful. Yeah, it's like, I'll think about it, light a candle. Maybe it has something to do with somebody's new look, or I don't know. Like, I don't know why that was so hard. Okay, but that's what it's giving. So I'm gonna pull some more cards. I hope that makes sense. And I'm sorry if my phone and all that. And just know, because there's like so many cards in here, like I'm telling you guys, whatever comes through, it's not coincidence that it's coming through. Do you see how many are in that handful? So when I pick something, just know. We have soul, off, blossoming. Honor that. Soul, off, blossoming. It's like the seed. The blossoming is giving like that seed, like the key. Someone's growing, someone's still growing. Like something, maybe to you, something feels like off, or just something feels off in general, but to know and to honor that somebody's growing. There's something, and this key is on the love. Like, just know that someone's growing. learning, growing. We have clear, inner calling, lantern, fortune, calendar. Remember I said there's something about dates? Ability. Okay. I feel like Spirit's teaching you to be this like lantern here. You have like a clear inner calling, and just to be that light for somebody, right? Their fortune could also be very clear. They could also have a clear inner calling. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Excuse me. I feel like something's coming up. Like I don't mean to say this like TMI, but I feel like I'm burping. Like something keeps coming up from within. So maybe there's like this needing to purge some kind of, doing things differently here with the throat chakra, and grounding yourself before allowing stuff to just come up or come out or just say something. But somebody else has this like clear inner calling also. Okay, they have their own path, their own time, their own fortune. They have their own inner ability, inner calling. Okay, it might not be clear yet, but you may be clear and have clarity for yourself, but this person's still growing. But doesn't mean that they don't have their own inner. It says choose wisely. Eclipse. On point. Yeah. Yeah, this person is still growing. Like, choose wisely. Eclipse energy, it could be like a new beginning. Like, choose wisely. Maybe not new for you, but new for them. Okay, just don't get lost going down some kind of rabbit hole or making a big deal about somebody maybe not being I don't know the word, like on time. Well, we have another number, 9. So some kind of ending. That's right. So be careful. Choose wisely. You don't want it to end like badly. Loud and proud. Stairs. All good things. They're still climbing. They're still making their way. There's something like that coming through. So you could be still climbing. You could still be making your way through something. Taking steps. I also feel like with the loud and proud, it's like with this person, if you really love this person and they're taking these steps towards something, I really feel like this person wants you to be loud and proud for them, and notice the steps that they're making and all the good choices that they are doing, instead of pointing out something. And then there's like this, this very untangled, like confusion here of like untangling yourself from some kind of It feels like a mess that someone's gotten themselves into, like with this curse, like breaking some kind of curse, like untangling something, doing things differently, taking note, keeping receipts, being loud and proud for somebody, making some kind of step. This could have to do with somebody's child also. I'm getting that. Being intentional, okay, with your journey, with their journey. Look again. Take a second look at somebody, a second look at a situation. Like, will help clear the air. This could also have like an air sign. So I feel like you're shifting. There could be something about like with new look, like somebody could have a new look to them. Take a second look. Something might seem silly. We have point. Aries. Maybe there's something about somebody that you just don't understand. Like why they do something. Something could look silly to you. Or maybe you look silly to somebody. I'm not sure. Let's see. What would you like? What would you like to say? Wild horses couldn't take me away. Wild horses. Why is this song coming through? Couldn't take me away. It's like giving that. What's that movie? Fear. Okay, so, but it's not like so serious, but it not like that movie is, but like it just kind of feels like a teenage years rebellion. That's what it feels like, rebellion. Divine justice. Oh, why is it divine justice? Maybe you yourself were, maybe you've done a lot of growing yourself. Days go by. Yeah, it's like growing. Something just fell. Oh my gosh, I have all kinds on the floor. Let's see what fell on the floor. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the floor. Oh my gosh. Something fell. A warrior. Restart. Cleaning house. 7. We have a lot of numbers. I haven't picked up on numbers. There's something about dates. So, and numbers, what do we have? 7, we have 9, we have 1. Cleaning house and restarting something. So there's been like some kind of like with this days go by, this divine justice, this 7 here, it's like some kind of like introspection. It's more like complicated. It feels like growing up and coming to like realization that it feels like a rebellion period, or like honor that love. Like there's this love between somebody, so it could be like family or some kind of relationship, but it's like praying for somebody or keeping hope for somebody or keeping peace for somebody, choosing wisely, not flipping out, taking a second look, being there for somebody. All good things, you know? You really care about this person. Maybe there's something, because we have the Robert and Marcus thing, it's like somebody could be a little ridiculous. But they're still like blossoming, they're still growing, and there's something about like knowing, like you are shifting, like knowing because there's this us here and this precious, right? There's like something about knowing and choosing to, you know, and like being intentional and taking a second look, choosing wisely, right? And honoring. Even though something feels like a little off, maybe, or silly, or it's because of this love. There's value. Like, I feel like because like this coin is like, it's not like the dollar sign. I'm American, so it feels like it's giving value, right? It's like love, it's value, it's like treasure. Look at, and there's like fortune card is sitting on top. That's so weird that's in the box. It says, the key to happiness is reasonable expectations. This could not get any clearer. There we go. I mean, if you took all of this and rounded it up into what summed all this up, right? It would be this. The key to happiness is reasonable expectations, like being reasonable. Maybe you're dealing with a situation that's just a little silly, or it's a person that's a little silly, or something's like a little off. It's like choosing not to get lost in that, going down that rabbit hole, because you have some kind of experience with that, which leaves you kind of like puzzled. And there's something that needs to stop. Like, maybe you just need to stop flipping out about that, or worrying about that, or like something like that. The key to happiness is reasonable expectations. You know, maybe your inner calling is clear, but it might not be that clear for somebody else. But maybe there is, you know, we all have, I mean, not maybe there is, but there is. We all have our own inner path, you know, our own reasons why we're here and what we want to experience, right? Okay, we're all royalty. I just want to say that we're all valued here. This is contradicting. Star power, contradicting. It may feel contradicting. Well, look at this. It's like written. I must have wrote on the back of one. But develop and fine-tune your gifts. Dream. I think it says it's like kind of cut off. Dreams and goals. Personal power. Wow, how interesting. Develop and fine-tune your gifts. Don't cut off somebody else's personal power or their goals, right? Protect it. Maybe somebody's doing that to you. You know, even maybe if the roles are reversed, maybe you're trying to understand why maybe somebody's doing something, you know, treating you a certain way, you know. High above me, so lovely. She's so high, like Joan of Arc, and Aphrodite. I don't know if I'm saying the words right to that song. She's so high. Okay, I feel like this is a long reading, so I'm just going to pull one more. Loyalty. I'm seeing the words like over off to the side, some notes from an old reading. This is loyalty and sadness, and then it has coldness in parentheses. Like being loyal. Maybe those are just like some of the energy that's coming off in the reading, like some kind of loyalty. There's loyalty, but there's sadness, and there's like a coldness. Changes. It's giving that like earthworm being forced to come out from their comfort zone, right? And having to get out like the fish into that big ocean and navigate their way around. This feels like, yeah, like a young, someone who's young. Okay. People are an extension of yourself. True, because we're all connected. People are an extension of yourself. Like, to always keep that in mind. Yeah, it's giving that like divine justice here again. Days go by. Maybe there was a time in your life, you recall a time in your life where you were learning to figure things out. Yeah. But look at you now, you know. But look at you now. So, and I mean, if I could recall, like, thinking back to my younger days, like, I've definitely come a long way. You know, I've definitely gone through many changes and chapters. You know, like, my story has changed quite a bit. A lot, you know, and once I thought I knew, there's always more to learn. Yeah, so just realize that people are an extension of yourself. We are connected, or else we couldn't be connected unless we were somehow connected to each other in some way, shape, or form. That's just the way it works. Like, we couldn't experience each other unless there was some kind of like connection, either spiritually or physically. It could be family, but there is some kind of connection, you know, and exploring why maybe you feel called to be, you know, to care so much, or why something bothers you, you know. The right people. We have dance. That song, I think, what is that song? I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Hold on, I gotta find the words. Yeah, it says, I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope that one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And if you get the chance to choose to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. That's the song that's coming through with the dance. And as soon as I just said that, this lantern is coming through. It says being a lantern and shining that light for others. It's like following your own inner calling, your own clear inner calling, and being that for somebody. Like being a shining example. Okay, for them to follow. Yeah. All right. And I think that is your guys' reading. That was very beautiful. And I'm so thankful that you guys shared this energy with me here today. Don't forget to hit that like or subscribe button. It really helped my channel out. And I just Thank you guys so much for being here. And I hope you choose to come back again. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.